Hi again! Alright, so for this video, as you know, I was struggling on what I should actually do, because I did not plan ahead like I should have. So while I was trying to come up with a whole bunch of one idea, I came up with a whole bunch of ideas. So that's good. I'll share them on the docs and probably start planning and getting those out later. But for today, I decided I'm just going to share some stories from my job. Because even though I've only been there 3 months, lots of crazy stuff has happened. So we're going to get into that. So I'm going to just share some of really weird things that have happened in no particular order because I can't remember what order they took place in. But this is just some weird things that have happened, or awful things, be it like bad customers or just weird experiences. Because if you might not know, because the place that I work, when it was in Canada, it was only there for maybe a year or so. It didn't get enough time to kind of feel like an alternate dimension like it does here. For some reason, this store, when you go in it, you're entering, I don't know, reality is altered, and it's so weird. It's just like the smell of popcorn and screaming children, and the atmosphere is just it's kind of like a gray point in reality, just like truck stops and stuff like that. So, naturally weird shit happens. So my first story is one that I just think of a lot. This wasn't like a bad, I guess it was kind of bad, but it was just like a gross thing that happened. So I cashier, but I also work folding clothes and work, we call it soft lines. It's where all the clothes are. And I mostly work in the baby section. So I was there, minding my own business, folding clothes, putting things away, and then on top of one of the clothes racks was a pair of socks. And I don't know why I remember this, but they were Zootopia socks. They were ours. And I figured, oh, someone decided they didn't want them, put them on a rack, a random rack, which, is annoying, but whatever. So I go up and I grab the pair of socks and immediately drop it on the floor. Because when I had grabbed the socks, they were soaking wet. So my fingers were now wet, and the wet socks were on the floor, and I was just staring at the socks and at my fingers in horror, because I'm thinking, okay, this is like the baby section. What if that's pee? I wouldn't put it past them. So I very cautiously sniffed my fingers. Luckily it wasn't pee, but it was unmistakably the smell of blue icy. So how it got there, I'm not sure. I don't know if a kid dumped their icy on the socks, or if they dipped the socks in the icy, or if they threw up and a mother grabbed a pair of our socks to clean the child up. But it smelled like blue icy. There was no blue icy on it, but you just know that smell. So luckily in my cart that I always have with me with all my stuff, I had some paper there, so I picked the socks up and brought it to Defects. And to this day, I still don't know why there was blue icy soaked socks. So that's one weird story. Another time, apparently someone dressed up as Spider-Man and started pretending to be Spider-Man in electronics. I was right by electronics. I did not see him, but I heard them talking about it over the radio, and I was like, why am I surprised? I don't know why I'm surprised. This is the kind of shit that goes on here. So essentially, what I'm saying is weird shit happens. Weird stuff also happens at college, but I mean, that's college. I understand that a bit more. Like, I don't get weirded out. And I guess I don't really get weirded out over the weird shit that happens at my store anymore. I'm just more like, really? And it's just, ow, just hit my finger. Anyways, it's just a fun story. I also found today a crumpled up piece of paper amongst the toddler boys' clothes, and I like unfold it, and it just says in big red letters, like red marker, it says Rosa will work, and Rosa is one of our like supervisors. It just Rosa will work, and I was like, what? So I showed that to one of my coworkers, and she got a kick out of it. And we have no idea what it's about because Rosa hasn't been there in a while because she's on vacation right now. So we're just like, all right, well that's, I guess, normal now. You know, you'd think I'd be used to it. You know, where the three of us have lived, weird shit happens there all the time, and you don't even like really bat an eye. But here, this is more of a nicer area, so when weird shit happens, it's kind of like you don't expect to hear. That's the kind of stuff I expect back in Nova Scotia in our town there. So yeah, so that's basically it. I'm probably gonna be doing this like little update videos on weird shit at and place of work. I don't want to say it. Just what if they find it, right? So. Yeah, maybe every few videos when I have fun news stories that I haven't told you guys in our chat, I'll make a video for it. So there's that. Alright, so my battery died on my camera, so I'm filming with my phone. Sorry, I'm just making you all seasick here. So basically we're gonna go on to my final little bit. My current obsession is probably the show Gotham. I just started watching it. I know it came out in like 2014, but yeah, so I've been watching that, binge watching it. I'm almost done season 1. I love it. So that is my current obsession. Favorite song right now is, I did not mean for this, but it's another Steven Universe song. It's Here Comes the Thought from the latest episode. It just, I can listen to it maybe 20 times a day and not be tired of it because it's such a beautiful song. And it's not just a favorite Steven Universe song of mine, it's now one of my favorite song in general. So there's that. Best thing I've eaten. I've not had a lot of really tasty things lately. Everything's been kind of bland. But I got where is it? I got candy today. Sorry. It's a mini Starburst. They're already unwrapped, and of course I got the pink package, so it's like just fruit punch, strawberry, cherry, and watermelon, and I keep looking at myself instead of the camera, so I apologize for that. Here, you guys can look at Sailor Moon while I try to open them. So they're really tiny, and they're super yummy, because who doesn't like Starburst? So that's my favorite food right now. That's a good thing I've eaten, because I was really craving candy. So that's that. I promised I have something better planned for next time, and I promise I will charge my phone. Wait, my camera, so that I don't have to have this shaky outro bit. I hope you guys like this. I can't wait to see yours this month. I love you very much. Bye-bye. Mwah.